When I first moved to Panama, I thought I was going to live in a condo at the beach, but I ended up here in beautiful El Valle de Anton. Come along with me as I do monthly garden tours. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the June garden update. June 2025, El Valle de Anton. Let's go for a walk in the garden. It's later in the evening and there's no rain. And I want to take you around and show you some new things that are popping up. I think these plants are going to love having that nice tierra negra to soak into the soil. It also looks like it defines the garden areas a little better. And the ginger that I stuck in the ground is actually starting to grow. So that's pretty cool. And so are the little hibiscus sticks that I just stuck in the ground. I just love how lush everything looks. Still not really sure where I'm going to plant that shrimp plant. That's an orange one, and they're kind of temperamental. They don't like full sun. So I'm going to see if I can find a spot. But this is the problem when you have plant mania, is that you run out of space to put things. We've got some tomatoes that just kind of grew. They're not super tasty. I don't find any tomatoes here that are really all that delicious. But it's kind of cool that they're just growing. Oh, that's cool, this red blossom. These kind of grow like weeds here. I don't actually even know what it is. But I planted some intentionally where I have the yellow canna lilies, but they didn't live. I wish this was smell-o-vision because these smell so amazing. Oh, they're so nice. And this plant I kind of left for dead, and now it's growing. So I'm very excited about that. And I've got a bucket full of hibiscus twigs. I just don't have enough ground to plant all the hibiscus in. Doesn't that look nice with all the tierra negra? Got the little bird of paradise. I think that's what they are. You can see the mountain, Cara iguana. I picked up another Burmilad. This one in the pot. So I'm either going to put it in this area or I might start a new area of bromeliads. And one of the, I guess it's a bromeliad, one of the bromeliads that I got from that dead branch that had fallen, I just kind of stuck it here underneath the palm tree, and it's going to flower. I mean, it looks happy there. It looks healthy. They really don't need much. I just put some pine mulch down and it seems pretty happy. I had a pack of Renee's garden wildflower seeds and I planted them here, but I don't really see anything popping up. These I just planted. They're also a ginger and they have the purple flower and they grow pretty tall, so I thought they'd look nice here with the stones. And then that's a little cosmos plant right here. And this plant has like a purplish kind of flower. If it's going to live and thrive, we'll have to see. Ginger's doing great. Oh, there's a nice hibiscus flower that blossomed. So the two things that eat the hibiscus are the ants and the grasshoppers. It's so funny. This tree, the pink ball tree, no matter how I've pruned it, it always comes back to this exact shape. It's pretty funny. Like it looks like I did not prune it at all. So maybe it's just telling me that's what it prefers. That's what it wants to look like. I've been planting a little bit more in my little shield of the compost bins. This was one of the stolen plants. And that's going to have a nice pink flower that comes up. This area is starting to come back to life. See that orange plant back there? I think the ants had really been feasting on it for quite some time. And then this one here, I have another small cutting. I think it's a cutting from that mother plant. And I'll put that in the back row because those get kind of tall. And then I just have to be kind of ruthless about trimming the hibiscus because I didn't realize hibiscus got so tall. I thought it was going to just stay shrubby, but you have to prune it in order to have it stay shrubby. Here's the little baby plant that I will reunite back in there. I'd gotten a couple more of these purple orchids. So they are right here. And then these kind of purple and green, I just literally cut them from the larger plant and stuck them in the ground, and they should grow. And look at the flower on this big, beautiful plant. It has a nice, soft fragrance, which of course I love. In hindsight, I should not have planted it so close together with the bastard vervain, but I mean, it looks like a good grouping, I guess. I just have to probably keep the vervain pruned, otherwise it could get kind of unruly. But I like how this little section is coming together, and then I think at some point I will connect that little section together with this one, because there's space here and I could plant stuff there. If I cut back these, then I'd have growing space, you know, right here. So I might do that. All of these shell gingers are blooming right now. Pretty cool to see them. And these are some type of wasp, but they're not aggressive. They're not dangerous. They're not like attacking me. They're just hanging out, doing their thing. I mean, if it was like a huge nest and if they were aggressive, I would consider getting rid of them. But they're kind of tranquil. So for now, they can stay. I just love the layers of this plant. It's always such a treat to see a little bit of sunshine late in the day. Those are fireworks. All right, let's go over to Pink Hill because I got another plant and I put it over there. It's an orchid that's also like goes in the ground. I went up to my favorite orchid vivero when you go up to La Mesa, and the guy that I originally bought the green jade vine was there. So this is an orchid that you know, likes the ground, but it doesn't want to be in a lot of soil. So I put like wood and bark, and it likes to be in shade, so it's kind of sitting under this plant. And it looks like it's adjusting. So we'll see. I love this little delicate purple flower. So pretty. And it looks like that's coming up with some new shoots. So clearly that's a sign that it's a good spot. I'm getting into part of the gardening where, you know, you can like tuck things in to different layers underneath, you know. Planted something here, but I don't see anything growing. Sorry for the focus. that gets a little out of focus. It's so squishy. All right, so the gardener cleared out a lot of that Persian Shield because it was just taking over. And the 2 red plants that I got, they lost their blooms, but there's one there and one on the other side. And I am co-hosting at another Airbnb, and they have red canna lilies. So I took one and popped it in the ground, and pretty soon maybe they'll start to spread. Just love that texture of that plant. The what is it? I always forget. And even like I put these rocks with the names of the plants, but the paint wears off or stuff grows over it. So it's not not super effective, I guess. All right. That brings us to the end of the garden walkthrough for June 2025. Oh, my little project over here is coming along. I think I was telling you how I wanted to build this up. And as soon as that last little bit of the Tierra Negra is used up, then I'll have the guy bring just regular dirt and we'll pile it on top of here so that the water just kind of drains out in that direction, and put all the dirt in my walkway and then get the gravel delivered, and it should look really nice. There's one thing I'm thinking about doing in this space behind me. I've seen like those 3-tiered bird baths. There's one that's like this beautiful teal color. And I have some hydrangea cuttings that I'm going to try and grow. And I think that would look really cool, like to have the bird bath there with the blue hydrangeas, because they're just so pretty. So that's on my possible envisioning for future projects. I forgot to show you, these are some of the stolen plants that I put in this really muddy area, and hopefully they're going to thrive here. They look like they are adjusting perfectly. Thanks so much for joining me for the walkthrough from damp and humid El Valle.